I am Dr. T.P. Shashikumar,
retired space scientist. We are discussing geography for the UPSC Civil Service Prelims examination point of view. We spoke about the universe, spoke about the solar system. Earlier we introduced geomorphology as part of geography subject. To reach into geomorphology, we must know about the universe, solar system. Now we must know about Earth, origin of Earth. There are different hypotheses, different law, different theory many people created, which don't know whether can be proved or disproved. But when we think about it theoretically, not experimentally, have to be understood in terms of the postulates and theorems. There are a lot of scientists who understood this, why the shape has come, why the distance has come from sun to this orbit, why Earth has been moving around like this, what is the constellation of other planets' influence on Earth. All these have to be understood. One of the greatest theory which understand this could be the star planet related theorems, the interstellar nova theory and the dust concepts, and all these have to be understood. The age of Earth, the electromagnetic concept, the sediments, how the evolution has happened, and how do you date how old is Earth, the radioactive and decay. When we study about evolution, these concepts have to be understood very carefully. The interior of the Earth, the rocks, the crust, how is it formed? To know that, you must know the evolution of Earth and the age of Earth. So to understand geomorphology, you must think about the Earth concept, the formation, source, movement, the measurement of age of Earth, and how different seasons are happening today. So therefore, for a long millions of years, how the season have changed, so that the shape of the Earth, the temperature, climate around the Earth has happened, how the movement of the Earth around the sun relates to the velocity, speed. Earlier I said that the orbit you have got the arc length which determines the speed of the evolution. Along with the semi-major axis and semi-minor axis, if you take semi-minor axis, it becomes slower. At the semi-major axis, it becomes much faster. The revolution of the Earth, the speed of revolution, the period of revolution, and the concept of number of days, 365.25, which takes to go around the sun. The 24 hours which for its own rotation, the north to south pole concept, the equatorial plane concept. When you talk about this on the Earth, when we have to locate a person, the equator, when you cut it, you can see the angle in which it divided into 360 degree becomes 180 degree east and 180 degree west, which are called the longitudinal lines. And from the equator to the pole, the north and the south pole and the north pole, that division into 180, 90 degree, 90 degree. 90 degree to this. From the equator, 90 degree is the pole. So the 90 degree north, 90 degree south, 180 degree east and 180 degree west. These divisions in terms of the angle from the center of the earth to the surface of the earth, both at the equator and the south northwise, called latitude. So the equatorial division in terms of 360 degree, 180 degree east and west is called the longitude. To the south and north it is called the latitude. So the latitude and longitude is the angle from the center of the sun, which can be used to determine, or which is used to determine every point on the earth. So the location of points on the earth is understood. Now, finding a latitude, finding a longitude, distance from one place to another place. The 360 degree moves in 24 hours. When you divide 360 degree, 24 hours, you see there is a time difference. That time difference can be understood from the concept of the time delay which we have got from one place to another place based on the longitude. Because 24 hours it takes one revolution. 360 degree is the one circular degree. So divide 24 by 360, you get 1 degree corresponds to 4 minutes. So India east to India west, the first appearance is that the east, the end is west. So you've got 40 degree. That much time difference can be seen. Early morning in the east, which is Assam, at that time Gujarat will have dark. The sunlight has not come. So by the time the sunlight reaches Gujarat, your Assam already have got a 2 hours difference. But we cannot have two different timing in India. Therefore we have got a central Madhya Pradesh. We decide this the time zone, the Indian time zone. But for another country we can have a different time zone. So for example UAE to India, the time zone difference is 1.5 hours. So this concept of different time, when we have got day in India, we have got night in USA. This concept was known to India for a long time back. For example, there is a sloka which says Yo Udayoya Langa. When there is Udayam in Langa. Langa, you have got Udaya. So Astamaye Savidureva. In the Rome, we had Astamayam in the evening. Madhyano, in the Madhyanam, Yavakodi. Yavakodi is the center, somewhere between the Rome and this we have got Madhyana. This concept of different timing was given. Udayam when it comes to Langa. In the other part of the globe it was not Udayam. So India knew the concept of time zone difference. The earth was round. There is a time difference which is 360 degree divided into 24 hours. People for long time did not had a calendar which is of 12 months. It took long time to understand that 12 months is the period of calendar which we have got today, which was administratively, now we call it as January, February, March, etc. Traditionally in India we considered these calendars based on the moon and the sun, which are called Tithi. The concept of time zone, concept of year, concept of day, concept of the revolutions and rotations of earth was used long back with the position of the sun with respect to the earth, the seasonal difference. because of the sun's proximity to the sun, to the earth, we have got a temperature difference. Therefore, the evaporation of the water changes. Therefore, the wind concept has to be understood. So all the study of climate, weather also to be learnt in terms of the solar system, sun position, earth, time concept, month concept, year concept, the latitude, longitude, distance, orbit. Now this is being told to understand. Later we learn about the ecology, later we learn about the oceanography, later we learn about the climate, weather in the geography. Without the basic understanding of the time zone, basic understanding of the solar system, planetary position, shape of the earth, origin of the earth, understanding real geography becomes difficult. So it's only a quick overview of the earth which is given now. Okay.